Hi, John. Well, it was, about 6 months ago now when the team was in spring training right down the street at Camelback Ranch, and they came in talking about their goals for the year. It was to win the division, of course, get themselves a postseason bid, and then ultimately go back-to-back, winning the World Series championship, making history in doing that. Of course, it has not been an easy ride throughout this season, but ultimately they are now, the magic number is 1 if they can pick up the win. As you all mentioned, they'll be winning the NL West. Dave Roberts talked about just how rewarding that would be to get it done here in Arizona.
Very rewarding. That's one of our goals as we started this season to win the division. It's been like I say all the time, it's no year is the same. I do feel that in totality we're playing our best baseball of the season. The win-loss hasn't reflected it, but I think that's what's most important. There's just been a lot of good things and a lot of growth from a lot of players, which has been fun to see. And I think, again, the most important thing is we're coming together at the right time.
You talked about Yoshinobu coming into this year and how he just impressed since day one at spring training. For him to potentially be the pitcher who could be picking up the win as you all clinch the division, just is that kind of perfect ending in a situation for someone like that, just kind of considering how consistent he's been?
I think so. If you look at this starting staff, he's been an anchor for us this year. A guy that we've gone to when we've needed length, when we've needed a dominant pitching performance, and he's always delivered. And so to hand the ball to him today, to have the opportunity to clinch the division again, he's the right person. And and he's really, last year was a great year for him, but he's one of those guys that's taken it to another level this year.
Sasaki pitches for the Dodgers, and for the first time out of the bullpen in a leverage situation. Backhand play, Muncy chucks it across the diamond to get McCann.
Going to the pen, something he's never done, speaks volumes for this organization.
2-2. Strike 3 on the inside corner.
He looks like a different person.
Here's his 3-2. Wow! What do we have here?
Yeah, with a nasty sweat. Okay, Roki.
We weren't quite sure what we were going to see when Roki Sasaki took the mound last night, coming out of the bullpen for the first time. We knew his last few outings at AAA were very encouraging, Jerry, and last night had Joe Davis and all of us saying, wow.
Yeah, he definitely had that wow factor. Also, he had that.
We're going to see it again, but I do think that the arm talent, the pedigree of being one of the best pitchers in in Japan. I think certainly the big games that he's pitched in, all that matters. And like I said last night, Roki's a different person than he was when he started the season. So that's something for me that I feel confident in betting on.
You mentioned last night that you weren't worried about the moment being too big for him. There were times in the first couple months where it looked like his confidence was wavering. Why do you think he's feeling differently about things now?
I think that I think he's healthy. I think that he got to sit on the sidelines for a majority of the season. And, you see him at the end of the dugout at Dodger Stadium taking in games. I think he's observing, learning, watching how Shohei navigated, watching how Yoshinobu had navigated. I think that in the pen, this role, I think, has also simplified things for him. It's not trying to go through a lineup 3 times or 2 times. I think all that stuff has kind of helped his growth in this moment in time.
Time to call your shot, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. Adrian, 35 career home runs against the Diamondbacks, 21 at Chase Field, so you have the honors today.
It's a good place to hit. So, I really think Teo feels the same way. So, Teo, I know you're going to do good in that ballpark. Ball carries out anywhere in that ballpark. So, Teo's going to go deep today.
I love that call shot. I'm going with another guy, another outfielder, Andy Pages. He's swinging the bat extremely well. That continues today.
All right, well, I'm going to take a guy who's used to getting 10 hours of sleep every single night, Shohei Ohtani, a sleep-deprived Big Show. He's going to put on a show in the Arizona desert today.
Angry show.
Dodgers are going for win number 90 on the season today. This one would mean just a little bit more, as it would earn them a 12th division title in the last 13 years. Joe Davis and Jessica Mendoza will have the call from Arizona. Right now, they join us live from the booth with a preview. Hi, Joe.
Hi, John, and for the record, I can confirm that Shohei was on the 10 a.m. bus, and if you do the math, I think he might have still gotten the 10 hours last night. So not even sleep-deprived, just the greatest player ever trying to...
angry or anything.
Right? So the Dodgers today going to try and get the division clinch, and this has been a crazy ride, and recently it's been frustrating with the bullpen, the way that's gone, but right on the verge of doing what they had hoped all along.
Yeah, and I think you think about last night's game and really kind of it epitomizing the season. I mean, it's going 11 innings. For them to be able to get to this point, how much they've had to earn it. And you're thinking about this Arizona team, who they've been playing the last 2 weeks, are teams fighting these Dodgers to be able to make them really earn this division title.
It's fitting that it's Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound as they try to finish off this division.
Joe, we've talked so much about the starting rotation, how good it's been, but it's been Yamamoto who's been the most consistent. In fact, he's at the top of the list when you think about what he's done throughout the season, and especially his last few starts. I mean, 1 hit in each of those last starts. It's been unbelievable, the stuff and what he's been able to produce at the top of the starting rotation.
Hitters 3 for their last 73 against Yamamoto as he goes into his last start of the regular season today, John.
Incredible stuff we've seen from Yoshi, and great little nugget right there. We've got a well-rested show. I love my called shot even more. Joe and Jessica, we'll see you coming up at 12:30. Yoshinobu Yamamoto absolutely dominant over his last 4 starts. He's allowed a total of 3 earned runs in 28 innings. That's a 0.96 ERA. The whip 0.57, has 37 strikeouts, 9 walks. 6 of those walks came in that last start against the Giants. And in those last 4 starts, he's allowed 1 run, 1 run, and no runs. Yet he didn't get a win in any of those 4 games. He has 7 starts this season, Jerry, with 1 or no runs allowed where he didn't get a win. This guy could have 18 or 19 wins. Dodgers, get him some run support today, and they'll be division champs.
If it wasn't for that Paul Skeens guy, and if he did have those wins, he would be the front runner for the Cy Young in the National League. He has been the most consistent. He has been outstanding. What I love about him, he continues to get better and better as the season goes along. It is so fun to watch him navigate through a lineup. He can use the breaking ball, that fastball anywhere in the zone, and that devastating splitter. So he is fun to watch. But again, hitters, get him some runs. He deserves that run support.
He definitely deserves that run support. And, I just really love the way he can command all his pitches. He's got a multiple amount of pitches that he can go to, and the way he can attack a hitter. Let's go to the K zone here to take a look at how Yoshinobu Yamamoto went after, in his last outing. He really can locate his fastball, but the way he uses his breaking pitches, right here, it's a curveball that looks like a ball out of the hand. And then we go to the splits where he looks like a strike out of the hand, drives out. Another split looks like a strike out of the hand, dives down. Another split looks like a strike out of the hand, dives down. We go another one, split, looks like a strike, dives down. I mean, when you talk about a guy that can really pinpoint his fastball and then make the split look like his fastball, but then dive out of the zone. Look at the location on all these splitters right here. Look like a strike, dive out of the zone. I mean, that is the art of pitching. That is what a great pitcher does, and that is what makes him so special on the mound, because he can really dominate his fastball on both sides of the plate, and then he can make all his off-speed pitches look like the fastball, and then just dive right out of the zone.
Listen, I know it's a violent pitch, but I never understood why more pitchers don't throw that split, because it looks like a fastball hitter. And when you throw a good one like Yoshi does in that plane of a fastball, you're going to get so much swing and miss. And that's why I've always encouraged Bobby Miller to develop that split to help his fastball out, because I think adding that split to Bobby Miller's game will really benefit him. But back to Yoshi, not just the split, the curveball as well. He is a complete pitcher, so fun to watch.
And hopefully the curveball will curve. I mean, last night I heard Blake Snell said his curveball wasn't curving in that thin air in Arizona.
Ohtani carrying a 28-game on-base streak into this one, the Majors' longest active on-base streak. And he drills this deep to center. And a leadoff triple out there last night. This one just shy of the track. That was it right there. And there's one away. So here's a look at the whole Megillah from Yamamoto.
Yeah, he tries to keep everything down, and for the most part, he does a real good job of that. That splitter has been deadly along with the curveball. Nobody's hitting it hard. An 0.48 average against the splitter, 0.83 against the curveball.
Battling Yamamoto here with one out. On the ground to first, right to Freeman. Yamamoto's there, and there's 2 outs. As we take a look around the diamond at the Dodger defense.
I'm going to highlight Andy Pages out there in center field. I mentioned it last year when I saw him. I went to talk to Jose Mota doing Spanish radio for the Dodgers. I think this guy's going to be a star. He has a great swing. He's a great defender, has a big arm out there in the outfield, just scratching the potential of what Andy Pages is going to be throughout his career.
And we saw there. He goes to the split, strikes out 2 and a 1-2-3 first. Final go-round with the Dodgers this year, scoreless after 1.
If you think about it, Chris Matt usually has traffic on the bases anyway when he pitches.
Freeman gets a hold of one and gives the Dodgers the lead. So they send Beeks back out to get the lefty, and Freeman burns in his 22nd. Freddie Freeman playing his 62nd game all-time in this ballpark, and that's his 18th Chase Field home run.
Oh, just a center cut 92-mile-an-hour sinker that did not sink that time. Freddie Freeman hasn't had a whole lot of issues with left-handed pitching throughout his career, and he shows it right here.
And that will be it for Jalen Beeks, who certainly just the one hit, but it was a big run, the 2-run homer in the 4th inning last night. He's been outstanding defensively as well. And he's bidding for another home run, and this is going to go. Against 2 different pitchers, the Dodgers go back-to-back, and it's 2-0. Pages homered in the 4th last night. This one in the 2nd today is 27th. And the Dodgers have led first in every game in this series.
A curveball that stayed inside. Ideally, Nabil sweeps that pitch out of 3rd of the plate and farther away, but that one hung up over the inside part of the plate. Pages posits it out there in the bleachers.
Base hit. Conforto will score. Dino Ebel waving Kike Hernandez. Throw is offline. 2 more runs for LA. They lead it 4-0. Bounces this one to Kike Hernandez at 3rd. And there's quickly one away.
Hey, fans, when the D-backs hit a home run today, you score a free Jumbo Jack from Jack in the Box with the purchase of a large drink. He's a good one.
Del Castillo has a bouncer to Freeman, an easy out, and there's 2 down. They'll bring up Blaze Alexander. There's that split. Yamamoto, 3 strikeouts through 7. And there's a walk to Tawa. Out second base bag too early. They've changed it to an E6. Second error. Rojas for 1, and that's it. As they get the this one might drop again, and it finds some green grass. A diving catch was not made, and McCarthy's picked off 3rd. Not a whole lot Jake could do right there, as Conforto nearly made a spectacular grab. 2 on and 2 out. Freeman's got it at first. Yamamoto gets there first and strands 2. We are through 3. Diamondbacks down 4-0. Dodgers have Kike Hernandez at 3rd with a 1 out, leading 4-0 in the 4th. Hesitate to say this, but Ohtani against the Diamondbacks this season has hit a modest 245, but he's had a pretty high contact to damage ratio. He's homered 3 times and 7 extra base hits in the first 12 games this year between these two. Scoops that out to Corbin. And this one's got some carry to it, and sure enough, it's a splashdown. That's 54 for Ohtani, his 4th now against the Diamondbacks this year. And so far, it's all Los Angeles, 6-0.
Scary power. He didn't even put a good swing on that ball.
That looked like it might be out to medium right field.
Yeah, he kind of got fooled a little bit by the pitch. Has to extend his swing. You saw him go down and dig that one out. Unfortunately, got a lot of backspin, and that just continues to carry out to the pool.
In the water on the fly. That's Freeman sends one that way. Freddie Freeman has got his 2nd home run today. And this one is all Los Angeles. It's 8-0. That's the 4th Dodger home run in less than 4 innings.
Jump middle of the plate right there. I'll tell you, this Dodger team up and down the lineup, they're pretty good off-speed hitters, and against Nabil Crismatt, that's a hard way to go about your business against a bunch of guys that can handle off-speed stuff.
Well, the first batter that Crismatt faced was Andy Pages, who hit a home run in the 2nd.